Okay, hi everyone. For my cultural spiritual practice or belief, in my signature assignment, I chose the kambo, excuse my pronunciation, ritual. The reason that I chose it is just because I have my brother-in-law. He went to Hawaii and actually participated in this ritual, and I just was really interested in it and decided just to do some research on it. So here is my presentation. One second here, bear with me. All right, let's see here. All right, so it's an Indian ritual, and then so most of the Indian rituals, sort of their origin, there's usually just like a legend or story that goes with them. And the legend for the Kambu ritual involves an Indian village um, whose occupants were very ill, and the shaman Kampu, he had done everything that was possible to cure them, used medicinal herbs, none really helped. He entered the forest under the effect of, excuse my pronunciation again, ayahuasca, and he received the visit of the great god. He brought his hands a frog, and he took a white secretion, and he was taught how to apply it. He returned to the tribe, and following the guidelines that he received, the shaman was able to cure his brothers. After his death, the spirit of Kampu started living in the frog, and the Indians began to use its secretion to stay active and healthy. So that's kind of like the origin story of the ritual. So the ritual involves this frog right here. It's a Amazon tree frog, Phyllomedusa bicolor. It's called the species. And what they do is they take this resin um, with a piece of ember vine. They burn first they burn your arm several times, and that causes an opening, of small holes in your skin. They call the small holes points. Then, like I said, they take the resin and they dilute it in water, and they put it over the skin, allowing it to quickly enter your body through the lymphatic system. Um, excuse me. The resin contains peptide substances, dermorphamine and deltrafine, which actually are two substances that pharmaceutical companies synthetically make sometimes, and use them that way. Um, so the kind of professed effects by different people are antidotes in case of snake bite, different illnesses, tonic, detoxification, treatment of Parkinson's, AIDS, cancer, depression, and just other diseases. None of it is proven by, like the FDA or any authorities here in the US. But there's many different, I would say, testimonies of people that you can find online. Um, and the natives, all saying it has these effects. After the ritual is done, you kind of have a purgative effect, where you vomit, have diarrhea, detoxes the liver and the entire digestive system. Um, it starts after like 5 minutes. Your blood flows accelerated through your veins, your blood pressure rises and falls, you can get dizzy. Um, some people report like hallucinations, itchiness, swelling, and then sort of as quick as it started, it kind of stops. You feel light, clean, a good mood, and it says after 30 minutes you can return back to your normal activities. Then I just found a video from ABC, the news channel here, that sort of talks about this, but it doesn't want to play. There we go. So I'll play some of it. It's a pretty long video. We don't need to watch the entire thing. Let's see here.
In this otherworldly darkness of the Amazon, the only thing one can be sure of is that you're being watched.
All the sort of most dangerous creatures, the poisonous snakes, they all like to come out at night. Look, a fish just jumped into the boat.
We've put ourselves at the mercy of the untamed wilderness.
Woo.
In search of a fabled Amazonian tree frog that has long been used by tribes here.
We'll see how many hours it takes to find this frog.
Now in high demand, thousands of miles away, in the hills of Los Angeles, where ceremonies like this one have become the latest cleanse trend. Here, these people are poisoning themselves with the toxins from that frog.
So just remember, the breath is your guide.
Called kambo or sapo, it's applied to burn skin and absorbed into the bloodstream.
Kambo is something very unknown.
This process is not for the faint of heart.
You need to almost have a sense of courage to come here. That's it.
Here,
As you can
somebody
hear,
throwing up.
the effects of combo.
The effects shortly fade away, and practitioners say it's worth it,
And I felt like Superwoman.
claiming the process can help cure depression, drug dependency, heart problems, high blood pressure, and gastrointestinal issues.
I believe that everyone should go through this experience at least once in their life.
You're basically putting the poison from a frog in your body and your system. Did that scare you at all?
It did kind of scare me, but I kind of trusted like something, my intuition.
Right now, there's no research indicating benefits to human health, and it's not officially classified as a medicine. There is no regulation of this treatment by the FDA or other authorities.
Do you think there are any dangers associated with kambo?
Like any medicine, if you take it and do it with no knowledge, there's obviously more danger. Kambo requires a certain amount of preparation. I would say it's not wise to do kambo if you have not done it before, alone.
Kambo is legal in the US, and the people here seem to think it's working. So we decided to travel to where this ancient process began, to the Amazon rainforest, to see if we could actually find the creature at the center of this craze.
It was a very early morning. We woke up at 5 a.m., took a 2-hour bus ride, and then another 2.5-hour boat ride. And now we're here in the middle of the Amazon. We're taking this motorized canoe another 2 hours upriver to the campsite. Gracias. So this is the dry sea tributaries all around the Amazon.
Having been to the Amazon a few times before,
Sorry, one second. Just fast forward it so you can actually see it.
What was
after getting stuck,
here? We have our snake boots, our headlights. Really shallow spot so we get into the jungle. I really hope they know the way back to the boat.
So I just fast forwarding into the part where they actually find the frog here.
Ah, wow. Look, there it is. That is amazing. Big, huh? Grande.
here we hit the jackpot. We find not one, but 2 frogs.
At night, that they just sit there. They don't do much. During the day, they're camouflaged, so it's almost impossible to find them.
But on our way back, we almost lose someone in our team in the process.
So Jasmine, our producer, just lost her boot in the swamp here.
With luck, we easily find our way back to the boat.
3 hours, found 2 frogs, heading back to camp, and tomorrow is the big day.
This camp is owned by Amazon explorer Peter Gorman, the man who claims credit for bringing sapo to the United States.
Somehow just seemed to explode on the scene. It's the emerging stages of a small but legitimate phenomenon.
As treatments from the Amazon, like kambo, become more popular, Gorman says one can't ignore the impact it could have.
I don't think any indigenous people in the Amazon is large enough to be able to handle busloads of tourists coming in. I think that would destroy their entire way of life.
The next morning, it's almost time for us to try for ourselves. But first, the toxins must be extracted.
They just have these 4 sticks. They open up the legs with these strings, and then it starts secreting its poison.
Como ves, toda la secreción.
All the secretion you see is protection. After this, the frog will be a little weak. We free it and it will eat to recuperate its energy.
I get a little quality time with the frog before he's released back to the wild.
It's cold and sticky and wet. And they say you can hold it. It's not harmful at all unless you hold it and then you put it in your eyes or your mouth. Aquí lo vamos a poner. Okay, everybody.
While the frog regains its strength, it's Peter's turn. The frog poison has been dried onto a stick and in the traditional Amazonian way, reconstituted with spit.
What are you feeling?
Like heart pounding. That's the stuff.
So I sit down.
After making it all the way here, I can't back down now.
In 15 seconds, he says I'm going to be able to feel it. Blood is rushing to my eyes, my head. Your heart is racing as fast as if you just ran a marathon.
How are you feeling, Peter?
I might need to throw up. Questions why do people do this to themselves? I'm going to find out after how I feel.
I believe it really works like the detoxification of the body.
A few hours later, Peter is feeling better. And as for me,
Still a little lightheaded, but also sort of full of energy, almost back to normal.
miracle medicine? Maybe not, but the magic and wonder of the Amazon, undeniable. For Nightline, I'm Mary.
Alright, so that was just like a little informational video. I thought it was pretty cool to be able to see how the actual process is done. Obviously not an actual ritual because it's not the natives doing it, but just a little example, and then this is just my references here. Alright, thanks everyone.